Take the spoiler off, there you go, boom. Let's just take it off. Hey track fans! Feel for it again. Oh, nice. No. Hey track fans, how you doing? Welcome back to the next episode of Track Fans TV. So we're following on from the show back in Gaydon, the Slot Car Festival, annual Slot Car Festival. How amazing was that? Wow, the best in the world, I believe. So I've got a few things to cover. Not doing a track today. You can sort of see a track in the background. Next episode, we're on the track having some fun again. This is a bit fun. But what I wanted to do was just take you through what I got at the Slot Car Festival. Because if you watched the last video, which covered the event and did some interviews and coverage on the competition, the different tracks, etc., you might have noticed when I spoke to John Soden, Johnny S, check out his YouTube channel somewhere around here. He asked me what I was looking for, but he didn't ask me what I brought. And a load of people come on who I speak to on WhatsApp and whatever, who get in touch for the show, and we keep in touch. They asked me what I got from the show. So I thought I'd do a few minutes just to sort of run through where I was, what I was doing in between filming and chatting and filming. But actually, before we have a look into my goodie bag, I've got a big apology to make. So if you actually watched towards the end of the last episode where I did the roundup, you might notice I did some shout outs and I shouted out to a young guy called Connor. Well, Cameron, I'm sorry, I called you Connor. Your dad got in touch and said, did you make the show? Well, you did, but you didn't because I give you the wrong name. So here we are. Really sorry, Cam. I hope you're all right. I hope you had a good time at the show. It was really, really good to meet you, mate. Stick to the slot cars. It is a great thing to get into. Hopefully, if this is your thing, you could develop into some racing. You guys come over, I believe, from Kidderminster. Think possibly your closest slot car club is Great Bar. I've not been there yet. If anyone from Great Bar is watching this, leave me a comment. I would love, love, love to come up and spend a night with you guys, purely plutonic, and race some slot cars. Film you guys, see what you do, have a look at the track, have a go around it. Maybe if I do go up there, we could tie that in, Cameron. Get your dad, Simon, get your car keys, we're going racing. So Cameron, I'm really sorry I got your name wrong, buddy, but here it is, big apology and a rectification. Nice one. So, what did I get? Oh, mama, I got some great things. So my objective for the event was to find a new Dodge Viper, because a Scalextric Dodge Viper, because my one has been ruined and I wanted to get a new one. So I did it. I got one. Check this beauty out. So all of you will, well, I don't know if you know or don't know, but if you go to my YouTube channel, rather than just hitting the notification when you see my video to watch it, but at the top of the page, it's got this, the Dodge Viper from Scalextric. And I love this car because right about here, there's a little graphic that says, make a wish. And my wish at the moment is to not come last when I go racing up at Rockingham every Friday. Now, I didn't come last. I didn't go last week, probably as you're watching this, because I had to go to a day job annual industry awards. Boo-hoo, we didn't win. But the people that did win my category, first class effort. So well done to them. No, well done to them. Maybe next year we'll have you. So I've got the Dodge Viper. are back in the den. I'm really pleased with this. So this is not getting raced. I did try it on the Scalextric track. However, the footage was lost, along with the amazing interview I did with Simon, the brand manager. You know, I'm only human. But yeah, sorry, Simon, if you're watching this. It was a top interview. You're a top guy. And Scalextric is going places. They're really, really stepping it up a bit with things. They're developing their chassis. They're developing different types of cars. It is actually an exciting place to be right now, quite frankly. And I still want to come down to your head office and have a snoop around, show the track fans what's going on in there in our kind of quirky way. So really pleased. So Dodge Viper was one. So it didn't stop there. A great friend of the show who I've met a couple of times, or I've met once since. Mac, are you watching, mate? Here's to you, buddy. How you doing? Well, Mac kind of knows that I really like Dodge Vipers. So he's given us a Fly Racing Dodge Viper. Let's have a quick close-up of this one. So this is a different livery. This has got the white stripes on it. And it is an inline, which means the engine goes like this rather than like this if you're just new to slot cars. And it is so tasty. I'm so pleased. It works an absolute treat. Mac, you're a gent. Thank you very much. This has gone to a really, really good home. Right, let me just do some tuning. I've lost the tracking on this. There you go. I think I'm trying to stop the screen pulsing in and out. I have no idea how the camera works, but we'll just run with it anyway. So, what else did I get? Well, the next thing I got was an NSR brand Audi R8. So, this is really tasty. Now, I took this... the back wheels aren't standard. I've changed those. This is a fantastic, fantastic car. So I'm going to cover that. I don't want you to see that bit there. I'll tell you about that at the end. My learning curve continues. Stay tuned to the end to find out why I covered that up. Honestly. But the R8 from Audi, NSR brand, really nice car. Got it onto the track at Rockingham the last time I was there, which was not last week, week before. And it was fantastic. Someone did say to me though, while I was there, Pete, it's a lovely car, but they're not very competitive. Well, that's fine, because at the moment, nor am I. However, it is a really nice car to drive. So I think I'll put a deep guide in there. And it might help keep it on the track. I did all right. I did all right with this car. Compared to my normal lap times, my normal amount of laps on the segmented racing, it was okay. So I'm happy with that, performance-wise. Lovely car. NSR, you've pulled it out of the bag. However, talking about NSR, I really wanted to find the new McLaren. Yeah. Now, if there's young children in the building... cover your ears a second because I can't help myself. They are rare as rocking horse shit at the moment. However, what I did find was this beauty. So I'll take it out of the box. It's a Mr. Slot Car version of the McLaren. There you go. Harrods livery, 1995 Le Mans. Oh, wow. Wow. Wowee. Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, I do really get so excited about this stuff, honestly. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. There's the underside. And that brings me on to the next point. So a good friend of mine, John Underwood, he said, oh, I love that car. You're going to have to modify it, though, to be allowed to race it in the category on the class when it comes round on the club night. So I said, come again? He's like, yeah. The rules say you've got to have, you can't have a sidewinder. So, I've got a bag of bits, which I bought from Pendle Slots, great firm. So it's got the mount, I've got a motor, I've got pinions, I've got gears. So guess what I'm doing today? I might, if you fancy it, I might make a video on that just to show you how to remodify a car to be a different spec of engine mount. So again, really happy with this. It's just a beautiful car. The graphics on it are great. Yellow is my favorite color, double win. I'm going to change the tires and the wheels. I'm going to change the engine. I'm going to basically give it an overhaul and make it race ready. And I think when I do, I'll see if I can bring you some footage from it on the track up at Rockingham. It's a wooden track, so I have to modify it for that. I almost sound like I know what I'm talking about there. I have no idea. But don't tell them that. I'm learning bucket loads by the week, honestly. That parched, let's take a little drink there. So from the show, fantastic event. I just wanted to make a point of saying thanks again to the organisers, Julie and Mark from scalemodels.co.uk, Roger Barker and his team from A1 Slots, and of course, Nick and the team from Pendle Slot. Brilliant. Thank you so much. We met some great people, and we didn't get to fit everybody into the video. We didn't get to interview everybody. So just a caveat, Thunder Slot, next time, I'd really love a chat. Maurizio, Slot It. I did have a chat with one half, but I didn't get to see you both and have a chat on film. If you do want to see an interview with Maurizio from Slot It Polycar, then swip over to Dave Kennedy's Slot Car News, because I think next weekend he's actually publishing his interview with them. Apparently it's quite lengthy. They're going to talk about developments in Polycar Slot It, so you can catch up with that. I'll definitely be tuning in. I would definitely be watching that. So, oh yeah, Graham. So when I was doing the last episode, when I was doing the Slot Car Festival coverage episode, what a bumper episode that was for an hour. I was chatting away, as you saw, to the Slot Car magazine guys, and Graham, you legend. He kind of didn't realise we were filming, and he got his lunch and he'd come in the back of the screen and he was doing his bit, and then we said hello. Graham, honestly mate, you've given the video character. I wouldn't worry about ruining the video. You've actually enhanced it, mate. So thank you ever so much for that. It is good fun. That's all this is all about, is just having a bit of fun, but also bringing you ideas about slot car tracks or slot cars or scenery from our good friends at Slot Track Scenics, or our pals Tara and Steve at 1 in 32 strictly scale models. I might have got that wrong. 1 second. See, this is what I like about this channel, is you can't do this on normal TV. You can't go in your wallet and pick out their card, he says. There you go, 1 in 32 strictly scale figures. Let me put it up so you can see. Hopefully that's in focus. If you head to Facebook, find them. If you go on to Instagram, you're looking for Skewer. I will put up a couple of things here so that you can find them a bit easier. And then of course, Mac. And forgive me if I get this wrong. I think it was JD or Jody, your partner. Sorry, love. But yeah, Mac, top guy. We had an interview together there in the last episode. But what I noticed when someone called me, goes, you had a blackout. I was like, oh, come on. Right at the end of his video, there's a slight blackout. But in honesty, we were literally shaking hands. So you got the full content, guys, which is good. Other sort of news to talk about is the new Scalextric kit car from Knight Rider. I'm going to play a little video now, which Mac has kindly given me, and I feel that it's okay to share this with you. It's a known issue with this car So watch this. Okay, did you see that? So whilst I've got a kit car somewhere around here, I haven't had that issue, but then I've not put it up and done a burnout with it. So if you're burning it out on the spot, you're likely to have smoke. Kids, if you're watching this, kids, smoke coming out of the bonnet of a slot car is not healthy, it's not good, and it could set on fire, burn the house down, okay? So don't please, for love of all that's holy, and I'm not even slightly religious, sorry David, don't do this at home, okay? Please, enjoy the kit car, it'll work fine, unless you start to put it under undue distress and pressure, like you saw in the video a minute ago. Right then, so, one other thing before I finish up. This was just always meant to be a quick brief video because I have taken a couple of weeks off after editing the video from the show. I have took a couple of weeks off because I just needed to do some other things, chill out a bit, get a fresh head, come back. But what I want to do is I want to share some other slot car providers and commentators with you, or whatever you call these people, or us lot these days. So if you want some good information, if you know, I give you some fun really, and you're following me on my journey of learning about slot cars, and I'm sharing with you my mistakes, as blatantly obvious as these mistakes are, they are happening to me. And I'd rather you save your money by not making these mistakes. So, from the top, we've got Johnny S. I'm not going to keep doing this, but you'll see things popping up, so you can find their channel and recognize it if you see it, or their means of media. So Johnny S, he's excellent, great guy, covers the race events by Disca, Oxygen, whoever it may be. Really technical guy. His channel is fantastic. We are actually going to speak to Gary Skip and see if we can do some joint work at some of the events. I think that would be quite cool. But let's face it, Johnny S's channel, it's in my head. John, your videos inspired me to buy a box and get into racing. So if we can do that for some other people, and particularly if they can come to Rockingham, I'm not going to come last, well, at least for 2 weeks until I get the hang of the track. So that would be great. Thank you, mate. You've inspired me into racing, and I can't stop now. I really, really enjoy it. I actually love it. It's good fun. So Johnny S is great. Then we've got, of course, Travis, down under. Strofe, mate. You all right, Trav? Hope you're watching this, Bruce. So anyway, that was a terrible Australian accent, but it turns out he lives in Melbourne, which is where my brother-in-law lives. So Travis and I, That Slot Car Guy. Look for his channel, That Slot Car Guy. He really focuses on, well, anything slot car is excellent, but he does a lot of collectibles. And he rinses it out a bit into other disciplines like die-cast cars and all forms of slot car action. Really good channel, and he's frequent, and he's got Instagram, he's got YouTube. He's active, really active guy. I really like following him, does some good stuff. You've got, of course, over the pond, as we say here, over in New York, you've got Dave Kennedy. Now, Dave Kennedy is like the Daily Mail. Honestly, Dave, if you're watching, that's a newspaper here. This guy has got the ear of all the major brands. He's been doing it for a long time. Hang on. 2006. He has been doing it for God knows how many long, 16, 14, 16 years. He's like the Dave, your new nickname is the Oracle. You're the Oracle, mate. So Dave Kennedy's channel is called Slot Car News. He does a weekly video on Fridays, and then he does a live chat, live stream on a Sunday, and he covers everything, new releases, he covers parts, he covers new tracks, he covers... It's really, really great information if you're into slot cars. So keep up the good work, Dave. And he did recently break his leg. So if you tune into his last few episodes, they've been inside his house because he can't get down to his garage, bless him. So yeah, watch Dave. He's a great guy. Then you have publications. So as you've seen me on many occasions tucking into my NSCC, National Scalextric Collectors Club Journal, because I'm a member of this organisation now. I really enjoy the information in there. Special thanks this month's episode to Martin, the chairman. He mentions us in there. Thank you for that, Martin. That's very, very kind. And also, oh, how embarrassing. I can't remember the guy's name. No! One of the chaps who's A1 Slots, he does a feature in there every month, and he kindly included us into this month's edition as he was going around doing a debrief and a rundown on the different exhibitors, the different journos, the different attendees. It was fantastic. So yeah, I'd love to do something with you, buddy. I'll get in touch. I'm so sorry. I've just got memory block. It happens when you get past 40. You start to become a klutz. Then we have the two legends from Slot Car magazine. If you are keen on Slot Car magazine, slot cars, these are a fantastic duo. That's a bi-monthly publication. You can get it online, dirt cheap, or you can buy it from Pendle Slots. They charge, I think it's about a £5, so it's negligible. If you're buying tyres, oh yeah, that leads me on. Slot Car magazine, great. Sorry, I forgot a YouTuber. Well, I didn't forget him, but I've only just got onto his channel. So Gary, Skip, if you're watching this, mate, slot car raising. Here it is. This guy does lots of technical things, race oriented. So for me, it's fantastic. It goes down the lines of how to tune, how to lighten the weight in a car, how to add weight in a car. He weighs things out. Very, very good. Very good indeed. So just to finish on, something a little bit tongue-in-cheek, something a little bit humorous just to make you smile, because I am human, you're human. We do make, brilliant errors. So last time I was at the Slot Car Club, I was trying out, the Audi R8 and also my Corvette C7, which I'm not going to get out of the box because it's in pieces. This was in pieces before I started this video because, quite frankly, what they said to me to do at the club, it was vibrating. Where I'm accelerating out of the corners, it would shudder. And when it shudders, you lose traction and you lose speed and you lose control. So the Bright Sparks down there said, Pete, might be worth just gluing the engine into the engine plate. So I did. But what I didn't encompass was, if you can see that, getting glue in the engine. So trying to economize on glue, because the cost of everything is ridiculous at the moment. Trying to economize on glue, I decided to do the NSR Corvette C7, the NSR Audi R8, and my Zaxpeed Turbo Capri. That's right. You know what's coming, don't you? Yep. I destroyed all three engines. What a pillock. What an absolute helmet. So anyway, just get that back into focus. Sorry guys. There you go. What an absolute genius. So thank you ever so much to Pendle Slot for being patient with me, because I ordered replacement engines, 2 for the NSR, 1 for the Capri, and the 2 NSR ones I bought were completely wrong, so they're going back and I'm getting the right motors sent to me, so hopefully next time I get down to the club I'll be game on again. Yeah, so again, another humorous story from my learnings about slot car racing is that if you're going to do the gluing, just put a little bit on the edge of the plate, just enough to tack it in. So I've actually done my Capri, and if that's in focus or not, because I'm sitting a bit away from the camera, but I've got now a Slot-It motor in there, and also I've downscaled the power of the motor. So the motor in there was 21,500 whatevers. As to the NSR cars, I've actually downscaled it to a 19,500 for the Capri, and I've ordered 20,000s for both the Audi and the Corvette, because the power of these cars, in particular the NSR cars, is phenomenal. I can't explain the acceleration on them, even using a controller that controls the amount of power you get into accelerating or start speed or whatever. It is immensely powerful. And if you're learning like me, sometimes actually you get faster laps by having a lesser engine. I know it doesn't make sense, right? But it is actually, I've tried it and it works. So, excuse me. So there you are. There's a little roundup just to keep you going, slot guys, of what's been happening for me. What I brought at the event. You knew I was looking for a Dodge Viper Scalextric, which I achieved. And I bought that from A1 Slots, Roger Barker and his team. It cost me £15. It was on the table in and amongst about literally a linear miles worth of cars, unboxed, ready to go. £15. You can't argue with that. Actually, I should actually tell you how much these other cars cost. So the Audi R8, I bought off a German chap who was exhibiting there. He was doing more barriers. I'll see if I can get an image here of the type of barriers that he was selling. I really like those. I'm probably going to get some of those at the slot market in December the 4th. At Gaydon again, put that in your calendar. Cameron, if you're coming down with your dad, I'll see you there, mate. Mac, Cozzy, see you there, boys. Paul, don't think I forgot about you, or you, Aid, or anyone else that I chatted to at the day that tunes in on a regular basis. This one cost me £40 because apparently there was a screw missing. And I don't know if you can see, underneath the guide plate there, there's a little screw. Well, turns out, when you buy an NSR car, you get a little bag in the car with some grub screws, which are the little screws that you put onto here and here to adjust the ride height of the car so you can get it really close to the track. The screw was in that bag. So I bagged a bargain of 40 quid for an NSR car that would possibly cost about 60 to 70 pounds brand new. You know the Dodge Viper cost me £15. The Mr. Slot Car CA, McLaren 95. This I bought from Pendle Slot. They had a lot of them there. I couldn't help myself. It was like that scene out of Bug's Life where the bug flies towards the blue light. He's like, and they're like, don't go there. And he's like, I can't help it. It's so beautiful. And I was there, shocked into it, bought it. This was on a special price for the show. Pendle Slot did special 10% discount at the show for everyone to get people, you know, fired up into buying slot cars. So this guy cost me £42. But then I want to finish last on this. The best, I'm sorry everyone, but this for me, this is the best thing that I've got. And I'm taking this straight off my track because my friends, I'll keep it under here for the moment, keep a big reveal, but my friends, Ian and Doug, or Doug and Ian, I don't know if you're precious about first and second place on names, from Magnetic Racing. Also have a brand called Scalextric. I've been working on them for a long time because I really wanted one of these bad boys. These are the bomb, and I got one. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so it's an ex-show demo. I did prime them and warm them up a little bit before the show and say, you know, if you get a scuff on one, or if it's defected, or if there's anything wrong with it, you know, I'll buy it cheap and I can do it up. I'm a bit of a craftsman like that. So anyway, I popped over to say goodbye at the end of the Sunday, and had a little bit of banter with Doug, and Ian shouted over from their amazing track, said, Give him the bridge for Magnetic Racing. For those who don't know about Magnetic Racing, they are the most genius couple of guys to have banter with. Literally brilliant to have banter with. But all of their stuff is laser cut. They are the best in the business at laser cut stuff. You might remember my gantry. Where is my gantry? I had Albert round recently, so I took off the track some of the things that I'm really quite precious about, because when me and Albert go to work, you know what happens, things get destroyed. This is not up for destruction, and nor is the gantry. So thank you ever so much, Doug and Ian. Let me get this in the shot here. Let's see that there. So that's that for now, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to come back in with this track next. Track, I've lost count, but it's over 100. And then after that, what I'm going to do is Paul, I know you're watching this, brother, has kindly sent me a Christmas present early by WhatsApp, literally this morning. The date today is Sunday, June the 26th. So he sent me it this morning, and there's some more tracks to have a look at and maybe set up at the den. Tracks that you can do at home, not massive. But remember, if you're missing track and you want some track, you've got to get down to the slot car market. Or a couple of months before, we've got Havant. The month before, November, I think it is, we've got a slot car meet in Havant, which is down south in Hampshire. And there's also the Weevils slot car meet, of which I've got a flyer. So on the next episode, I'll be sure. Oh, actually, I'll put the flyer here. So you've got details of that. So this is a nice little roundup of what I brought at the Slot Car Festival. It is by far, watching everybody who's commentated on this, Dave Kennedy, a couple of guys from the show who also did independent videos, which is a good thing. If you want to see those videos but don't know where to find them, go to Facebook, go to Slot Car Magazine. They kindly are searching the net. They're going all over YouTube. They're putting links to the different videos of coverage and slot car stuff on their feed in Facebook. I don't even know what that's called. Let's call it that. And so yeah, if you want more viewing hours of slot car action, definitely go there, because they'll just literally hit the button and you can watch for hours. So thanks ever so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you on the next one. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be back trackside, a bit of commentary, a bit of fun, a bit of action. I don't know what car to do. If you want to see a particular car on my track, put a comment in down here. And in the meantime, if you want to keep up to date with us, we do Instagram. And by default, Instagram posts onto Facebook. So you can get us on all sorts of social media channels and keep your fix alive. Thanks ever so much for watching. A bit different this one, but all good nevertheless. I'll see you soon. I'm going to try and get on the road as well. Oh, that reminds me. I know I've signed off about 4 times already, but I keep remembering stuff that I want to... I've had a list and I've still missed a load of stuff off of it. So there is going to be a few race events coming up. So keep tuned in to Johnny S's channel and my channel, and we're going to see what we can do to bring you actual live race, not live, well, maybe live, but definitely detailed race coverage moving forward. Thanks ever so much. And I'll see you soon, track fans. See you later. Take care.